The scariest night of my life just happened today, and I'm going to tell you about it. So before I went, so this happened yesterday, and we were playing a game, and it was called Kidnap. It's basically where my friend comes over and puts me in a car and drives, and then drops me off, and then my other people are supposed to call me, and then so long I could be found. Here's what happened. Everything was going according to plan. Somebody was supposed to stay with me when they dropped me off. Nobody did for some reason. Don't know why. Nobody stayed with me, which was very stupid. So I was dropped off. Nobody stayed with me, so I just stood there, and I hear this cry. It's almost like a oh. Like, it didn't sound human, and it didn't sound like an animal either. It sounded like a cat dying or like a baby crying. I didn't really know what to make out of it, and I have a video on my phone right here what it sounds like. I'm going to play that soon. And so, here's the video. Just... Is it a cat or a kid? Is that a cat or is that a kid? As you can see in that clip right there, I was terrified and I couldn't tell if it was a cat or if it was a kid. I didn't know if it was a cat crying. I didn't know if it was a baby crying. And it was freaking me out so much that I frantically called the friend that was supposed to call me so I could give him hints, but he never picked up, which I thought was very stupid because he never picked up, and he's supposed to call me, and I was supposed to give him hints from where I was. So because he wasn't getting me up, it was like 10 o'clock at nighttime. Around this time, it's 8:40 right now. Around that time, it's literally dark outside right now as I'm filming this. It was terrifying, and I didn't know what to do, so my last resort was to film and call my mother. I'm not going to show that because it's not important. Called my mom, talked to her for a little bit, walked home, and I kept on hearing that thing and then I came back, showed my mom the video. She was ultimately freaked out, obviously. I didn't go back out and play. I showed the friends. They called me a baby because they were like, "It's a cat. You're fine. It's a cat. You'll be okay." It's not a cat. That is not a cat's voice. No matter what it is, it's not a cat's voice. But anyway, because of that happening and everything like that, I'm going to tell a bonus story on the day that I first had my worst injury. So let's go on to that. Alright, how to tell my worst injury. I was 6. We did this little holiday part thing where we go out and we do this thing called booing. It's basically where we go out in public, or we go to a friend's house and then are moving away, or we just really like to hang out with, and we leave treats on the door and we put a sign on their door that said, "You have been booed." It's like a Halloween thing. It was Halloween and these people were moving, so we wanted to, boo them because, I don't know, fun. I have no idea why we decided to do it, but we did. So we decided to boo them, and when we decided to boo them, the first night we couldn't go, that we decided to do it. The first night we couldn't go because we had a problem with the cars and everything. So we decided to walk. And It wasn't a long walk. It was like a 2-minute walk probably from the house. It wasn't that far. Um, so we were walking, and my brother Eclipse he runs across the road, and I got new shoes, and I was 6. I was like, being the dumb kid I am, the dumb kid, the dumb kid that I was like, I can do that. I'm a kid. Don't know why I have a pen here. I can do that. I'm old enough. Worst mistake ever. I got ready, sprinted, had new shoes. We got new roading somehow. Tripped. I fell on the road, and I split my knee. Oh, and my elbow open. I think I have a scar on my elbow. What elbow? I think it was this one. See that right there? That's a scar from my elbow when I was 6. So like 10 years ago. Then on this knee, turn the light up. This knee right there is the scar on my knee. So ever since that happened, so I obviously was crying. I was 6. Worst pain I ever felt. So my family calls my dad, because my dad hadn't left the house yet. Like, can you come pick up Lunar? He just fell over and split his knee open. My dad's like, oh my gosh, Lunar. So he drives over. He goes, Lunar, let's get you in the car. So he drives over and calls his friend that's the doctor. And the doctor goes, don't worry, he will not die from this injury. But in my brain, over the crying, I heard, you're lucky he didn't die. So I started screaming and bawling my eyes out. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Obviously. So we didn't really die. So I didn't die, obviously. I also want to be here telling the story. And we didn't go to the emergency room. It was like midnight. We didn't get stitches. Yeah. We called my friend, my neighbor, for some super glue. And we super glued my knee back together. Before we did that, my brother said that he could see my bone through my knee, which was horrifying. But yeah, we super glued my knee back together. So yeah, I am one with super glue now. So yeah, we super glued my knee back together, and it was fine. Now every day I have a constant fear that one day it's just gonna open up again. It's terrifying to think about. But yeah, so that's story time today. I need to tell a bonus story because or else the video will be 3 minutes long. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Stay actual.